What's up, YouTube? Today I want to tell you about my experience with all kinds of different autoresponders and why most of them are simply crap. Stay with me, it's coming right up. Coming right up. Before we get to that, my name is Eric Hammer. I'm known as the man with the hat. That's because I wear a fedora pretty much everywhere that I go. I'm actually one of the few people who can pull one off successfully. Well, me and this guy. If you are new to the channel, I do two things here. I review software and info products to make money online, basically because I want to make sure that you don't end up buying a bunch of crap.
What a load of crappy crap.
Right, boy.
Bart, I'm fed up with you. Really, you gotta look at my reviews. It's just not. There's no two ways about it. You know, I'm telling these good people. I'm telling them all about how I experience different kind of autoresponders. And if you bother to look at it, you would know about it too. He never bothers to listen. He never listens. I don't understand him. Anyway, I also do a lot of videos talking about mindset, all kind of entrepreneurship kind of stuff.
Yes, he's an entrepreneur. He's very successful.
Liz Lemon, thank you so much. That's such a sweet thing to say. She really is the sweetest, isn't she? If you are new to the channel, please go ahead and smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to be notified when I drop a video. Frankly, subscribe really doesn't mean much on YouTube anymore. Go ahead and like this video. Comment down below. Let's keep the conversation going. Let's get right into this. So I recently did a product launch, and as part of my launch, I decided to do some experimentation. Since I started in this industry, I've been working with AWeber Communications as my autoresponder. Now, for those who are not familiar with an autoresponder, it's basically a piece of software which stores all of your email leads, allows you to automatically send mass emails to everyone. I've tried a few of them already, about 5 actually now. 2 of them, one is called Flack, and another is called Xmails, were supposedly unlimited use for one-time payments.
And if you believe that, you're dumb.
No need to be insulting. We all make mistakes. Jeez. Well, Flack theoretically worked. They at least sent messages for me. At least I think they did. They claimed they did. I was getting up rate about 0.5% when I sent out messages, so may as well have not bothered. And for those who are not in the know, the average is usually about 10% in my industry. I'm usually getting about 15%. I have some tricks that I use, and I do have a video that I did about it. I think it's actually in my Facebook group, so I will drop a link to my Facebook group below this video, so you can go look at that video. Yeah, so it's about 10% of the average. Yeah, that's actually one reason, by the way, I'm really, really excited. You see, I've got to tell them also, but I'm releasing a new product in a couple of weeks, which actually should dramatically improve email open rates. It's a really cool product, which I'm really super excited about, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But it's not quite ready yet. I have the source code ready. I have to work with my developer a little bit to get everything put together and to get the sales page put together, but I think it's going to be really, really cool. I think you'll love it. Now, getting back to these autoresponders, Xmails, there was a big launch, and frankly, it never worked properly. Like, I literally could not send out a single email from them. And from what I understand, I'm actually not the only one for whom it didn't work. The refund rate apparently has been super high on it, even months after the launch, because people are finding that they're just frustrated, they can't get it to work. Bottom line, when somebody says something is unlimited forever and it's something like email where there are hard costs every single month, you really have to be a skeptic about it, unfortunately.
I was kind of skeptical.
Yes, and with good reason. Now, I did have high hopes for GetResponse. I know a lot of the big marketers in my industry use it. Jonah Armstrong, I know, is very fond of it. My mentor, Stephen Alvey, likes GetResponse. And I will admit they have some beautiful templates for newsletters. I really liked it a lot. They were offering me a free 30-day trial, so I figured, why not? I'll give them a shot. I'll see how it goes. If it goes well for the launch, I was planning on moving everything from AWeber over to GetResponse, even though I'm familiar with AWeber. I know AWeber. I know I can trust them. I was temporarily seduced by all the fancy glitter and gleam of GetResponse. Well, problem started the like a day after the launch. They locked my account because they saw a whole lot of new leads coming in, and they got nervous. They said they want to see my ID, so I sent them my ID. They don't like my account. I said, "Great, okay, well, there you go, ready to roll." And so I actually had made plans to go and export my existing list from Aweber, import it up into GetResponse, and go from there. And then I saw this. Yeah, in case anyone isn't following, that screenshot says that I sent a message to 666 people. I know it's really an ominous number, but anyway. Uh, at 666 people, not a single person opened it. Now, I may not always come up with a winning headline, which gets people super excited about looking at what I have to say.
Nobody's perfect.
My thoughts exactly, Doctor. But even with a bad headline, it simply doesn't make any sense that not a single person opened my messages. So I checked with a few other marketers, and I actually found a dirty little secret about GetResponse. And I haven't confirmed this with them, so I can't say it's definitive, but I've heard from a couple other people that they've said that this happened to them. And so I have to assume that it's true, or at least there's some truth to the rumor. From what I understand, they have a bunch of very crappy servers, which have been blacklisted for spam. And again, from what I understand, they'll happily take your money and move your entire list over to the spam server so that it doesn't really matter that you're not a spammer. It doesn't really matter if you're an honest or ethical person or an ethical marketer. Basically, your entire list is going to go to spam filters and sometimes not even get through at all. And they'll be happy to take your money, but you're basically throwing money in the garbage and not making any money off of it because nobody's reading your emails. So apparently, when I complained to them because they decided to go and lock my account after my launch, I guess that must have been enough for them to go ahead and move me to the spam filter. Now, again, I haven't confirmed this. I haven't spoken to them about it, but you can see the numbers, from this screenshot, and that's pretty much all I needed to know. So I'd heard good things about another place called SendLane, and so I went and imported my list to them, and I waited to hear from them, and then I got an email that I had been rejected.
Oh, I get it. I mean, you're feeling lonely. You're feeling rejected.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. So it turns out that even though they claim they're going to give you a 14-day free trial, and their lowest tier is actually for between 1 to 1,000 leads. I imported like 670 leads or so. In reality, the free trial is kind of ridiculous. You get a maximum of 500 leads. You can set a maximum of 1,000 emails. So basically, you can import 500 leads and send an email to them twice, which isn't really enough to really do a proper campaign to test the thing out. And, look, I get it. You're running a business. You have hard costs. You don't want to just give away free stuff. I understand that entirely. But I kind of feel like if you want to encourage people to try you out, either give a real trial where it can really be used properly for a couple of days, even for a week, or just be honest and say, look, you know what? We're not really going to give you a free trial. We're going to give you a sample. And it wasn't clear at all when I signed up for it. So I said, you know what? Look, I get it. You got your way of doing things, but I just went and uploaded my list to Aweber, and I didn't have to wait a day or 2 days to hear back from them that I was approved. It was approved immediately. There was no nonsense about needing my ID, none of that stuff. And within hours, literally within 2 or 3 hours, already 10% open rate, and I'm expecting that I will get back to my 15% open rate, possibly even 20%. We'll see. I do have a couple of tricks, as I said, that I do use in order to improve open rates. And you know what? For all that, there's all this glitter from all these fancy new services that I've tried out and whatnot, I'm sticking with Aweber. They may not have the biggest glitter. They may not have all the fancy schmancy things, but they do the job and they do it right. And there's a reason they've been around for decades now, and that they have been for decades the number one choice of internet marketers. So they get my highest recommendation. I'm going to leave a link down below where you can go ahead and register for Aweber. If you need an autoresponder, they do offer a 30-day trial. a real trial. I believe it's 500 leads, and you get, I think it's either $1 for a trial or they give you 30 days for free. Either way, it's unlimited emails for those 30 days. So you're not like this business with SendLane, and they never asked me for for any ID. They just went and ran with it, and I actually was getting decent open rates right from the start, and so that's what I'm sticking to. That's my highest recommendation if you are interested in building a business with an email list. And frankly, if you're not building a business with an email list, then you're not building a business, because as the old saying goes, the money is in the list.
Things Magazine said it's the next big thing.
Well, if you say so, but for me, I am not wasting my time on more nonsense. Anyhow, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got a lot out of it. If you did, or if you didn't, comment down below. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I will see you on the next video.